So we're going to look at kind of a follow-up question to this in our tech homework for section 1.3. So when you go to your tech homework, let's try that again. You want to click down there at the bottom, that tab for 1.3. And we're going to actually look at this third question. Now we've already filled out the first one. We had $1,000 was our initial deposit, and then a lot of 100s. There should be a total of 240 deposits of 100. That takes you all the way down to cell 241. And then when you add that all up, you should get $25,000. So that would equal the sum from A sub 1 to A sub 241. And let's see, I'm not sure what's going wrong with that formula, if that worked or not. Let's find out. It's not liking this for some reason. That should be the right thing. Let me just try that again right here. Equals sum A1 to A241. There's something wrong with this. That should be giving me a nice number. Counting. Just general. There we go. So I just had the wrong format somehow typed in there. But let's take a look back at the third question here. It says write a formula in H2 that will calculate the total deposited in savings account based on the values in E2, F2, and G2. So those are the values that we want to work with. Let's figure out this total without necessarily doing a lot of typing in of numbers and values. So all your commands are going to start out with an equals. So I'll start out with an equals there. If you're trying to figure out how much you're going to have at the end of your 10 years, what's one thing that we should start out with? About your initial deposit. How much was your initial deposit? $1,000. You have two choices. You can either type in the $1,000, or better yet, how about this? How about if I just click that? What does it do for your formula? It puts in F2. And what's in F2? There's your $1,000. Okay. Now what else? Now we want to take and add in $1,000, or excuse me, not $1,000 a month, $100 a month, right? So it's going to be this plus our monthly deposit. How much we're putting in a month? Well, $100. Now we got to figure out how many months. How many months are going to be there? And let's do it in kind of an easy way. We're going to put in that $100 each month, right? So if I did that for an entire year, how would I figure out how much money I'm adding in a year? I take that $100 times what? Times 12. So I'll put a times here. Now it's the asterisk that you get with the Shift 8 key. That's going to be your times 12. Okay. So that's how much more money I'm going to put in for 1 year. But how long do I want to keep this up? How long am I going to keep on putting in that that money? How many years?
10 years.
Times. All right. So times 10 years. Now they're asking you in the problem not to use the not to type in numbers. It wants you to use the things that are in these cells. So instead of typing in 10 years, what could I do?
Just click.
Yeah, click the E2. And now when I do this, it should give me how much money I'll have in the account after those 10 years. 13,000. Nice. And after another 10 years, you'll have another, $12,000, etc. The nice thing about this is now you can kind of play games. It's like, well, what if I added in money for, say, 20 years? You just go back and change this, And wow, now you got that. Let's undo that change. Maybe you'll start out with $1,000, but instead put in $200 a month. Wow. So it's really nice that you've kind of built this formula. So now you don't have to do things manually, and you can change things really quickly because it's going to figure out, well, what you need and put it in there. So that's how to do the third one here with either Excel or Microsoft Word. Remember, when you're done, save it as an Excel spreadsheet and then upload it to your assignments page. So let's see where I can find that. Let's see, right here. So go to your assignments, your tech assignments. And this will be for the assignment 1.2 or 1.3. I forget which one it is. Is it 1.3? All right, so you'd upload it here, but please make sure you upload an Excel spreadsheet. So, cool. Any other comments or thoughts? We okay on that one? All right. So let me stop things here.